Help, my teenager never developed good study habits. What do I do now?
Find out today at Dyslexic and Unstoppable.
Hi, it's Dr. Doug Curtis.
And Lucy Curtis from Dyslexic and Unstoppable. Our mission is to help dyslexics rediscover their inner power.
That's right, and in another video on our other site, on our other channel, we talked about how the best way to instill great work ethic in your child is to actually start early and get that habit going. Mm-hmm. But a lot of parents come to us and they say, well, help, my child's already 13, 14, and we didn't work on those mm-hmm. issues. What do I do now? So what would you say to a parent like that?
A patient and a parent, right?
Yeah, exactly.
First I would say start with positive rewards
mm-hmm.
and positive reinforcement. So what I say with rewards is to instill the habit. So talk to them, what do you expect and when, right? Mm-hmm. So for us is when you get home from school, we do the homework. Mm-hmm. Like if we have a sport and we can't do that, that's fine. But if there's no sport after school or there's nothing after school, homework is the first thing that expected to be done. Mm-hmm. And so you set the rules and then you say, well, if the whole week you did your homework when you were supposed to and, not trying to just get out of it, but did a really good job, you'll get a reward at the end of the week, which could be, like we say, it could be money, because sometimes my kids like to save up money to buy something special, or it could be like we've done rewards with little stickies that we've made is, I can sleep over in your room tonight. I can, you're going to bring me to the movies, or I'm going to have a sleepover with a friend, or you're going to make me paint cakes for breakfast, or whatever it is. And then they, when they decide that they want to use it, they, then the weekends they show up and say, okay, I'd like my friends to sleep over. I earned this.
Here's my coupon.
Right, it's my coupon. Right. The second thing is, as a parent, you have to make it a habit too. Right. If you don't follow through, then forget it. It's not going to work. Right. So both the kids and the mom or the dad or whoever it is that does the homework needs to follow through. Right. Because if you don't follow through, it's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one thing is, in a lot of our personal development courses we've taken, they say start with what you have from where you are with what you've got. So, you can't go back and change what happened in first grade, second grade, third grade. You've got to start with where you are from what you got. So, what I also think you can do is your child has had success in something, right? Whether that's sports, whether that's art, whether that's music, plays, whatever it is, they've had success in some area. And in that area, you could probably say, you notice when you play soccer, you're really, really good at it. Why is that? And you can help them see that, it's because they practice. They put the time in. They put the effort into the drills and the mundane stuff that they have to do, the kicking and the passing and all the mundane stuff. And because of that, they've reached the success. So you can point out, look, you did that in that one area. Let's transfer that same thing to this area. Yes, it'll be, a little difficult in the beginning, but it's... it's a habit that we'll get in place and then we'll get used to it. And I think the second thing that brings up is it's the middle of July right now. So what a great time to start this, right? You've got the new year coming up. You can say, okay, it's a new year. Let's start a new habit.
Right. And the other thing is that you can put a timeline to it. You can say, okay, we're going to do this for, it could be like the first semester, but it can even be less than that. Let's try it for a month and see how this works. Mm-hmm. And then reevaluate and see, because not everything works. You got to go with your child's personality and how they like what habits you've also put in there, because at the beginning, like when Felix Alexander, our son, was had to go to remedial classes, I actually had to sit down. When he first, like up to 4th grade, I had to sit down and help him with setting up the methods. If you also have to remember that if you don't teach them the methods, how to study, then they don't know. So as long as they don't know, then they're not sure how to do it. So that's part of it too. What is it? Think back of what is it that needs to be done. Do it consistently, do it on time, do it in advance. How to study, like just think of spelling words, right? Well, if you study at the last minute, it's different than if you take 5 minutes every day. The results are not the same. So these kinds of study habits, how do you prepare for writing an essay. You know, the first day, how do you put it all together, and then the visual things and all these little things have to be also included.
Right, definitely. So these are just some of the techniques that you can use for your kid with who's a little older and never developed the habits early on. We'd love to hear what's worked for you. Leave us a comment below or visit us at dyslexicanunstoppable.com.
Thank you.
Thanks.